Hello, everybody. So my name is Melissa Nordboe, and I am the 4-H Extension Assistant in Cumming County in West Point. And today we are going to talk about stretching your dollar. This is a very different year, not being in person for Career Day. So we are going to talk about saving your money via technology. So let's get started. Saving money, needs versus wants. What's a need? Water, air, a place to live. But what is a want? What do we talk about when we say, oh, I want this, I want that? Is that a car? Is that a cell phone? What is it? Is it a new pair of shoes? Everybody has needs versus wants. But when we talk about saving money, what do we need to focus on more? Our needs or our wants? Our needs, right? Because that's what we need to survive on. Things we want, we can always get later. What can you do with the money you haven't spent? You guys ever thought about this? At your age, it may not be a big concern, but as you get down the road into college and wanting to start a family and start a savings plan, these are things you're going to want to think about. You're going to want to learn about budgeting, and how to save your money is a great way to be successful in the future. So money doesn't grow on trees, but it does grow in the bank. Some of you may have heard of Primerica mutual funds. They are one way that you can kind of grow your money in the bank without touching it. This is something that I do. So I opened a mutual funds account with my banker, and this is a way to help me get successful for years to come down the road. I've always been one to save money, and this is one of the best things you can do because you just put money into your account and you leave it. You don't touch it, you don't take it out, you just leave it. And in the stock market, as it changes and grows, will grow your profit. Those are just a few ways that we've talked about we can save money. Reasons to save. So we talked about this a little bit with your needs and your wants. I'm betting there's something you all want down the road. Maybe it's that new iPhone 12 coming out. Maybe it's that new fancy car. But we need to think about reasons to save, because now, being in high school, you're not worried about this. But in a few years, you should be. You want to save money because it's going to help you in the long run. And down the road, if you're wanting to buy something you really want, this is a way that you can do that. Pay a bill that the due date is approaching. You never want to have late fees because you'll just end up paying more money. And if you get a credit card someday, that credit score will reflect on that payment. Emergency funds. What's an example of an emergency fund? Any ideas? How about a trip to the ER? Is that an emergency? And going to the ER is not cheap, right? So we're going to need to save our money in case things like that happen, and they always do. Praying they don't, but they do. And then building funds to invest. We talked about that a little bit earlier, and that was with the mutual funds. Even a savings account in the bank. Some of you may have a checking account and a savings account. Perfect way to start saving your money. Great techniques, helps you stay on track, responsible, and many other things. So those are just a few reasons why you should start saving your money now, and then in the future it'll help set you up for success. How can we save money? The first one, spending less. Reduce your spendings on fast foods, vending machines, games, prom dresses, etc. Girls, that one was for you. We all love fast food, right? Burger King, Raising Cane's. I don't know about you guys, but Raising Cane's is one of my favorite places to eat. But is it cheap? No. And imagine eating there every day. Just think about it for a second. Eating fast food every day and how fast it adds up in a week. Where else could you be spending that money? Put it in the bank. Add up your savings. Vending machines. I don't know if you guys have vending machines in your schools or not, but this was always a big one in my high school. We had vending machines full of pop, Gatorade, candy bars, M&Ms, all of the good stuff. But if you would stop there every day, even that adds up. So think about how you could spend less. And girls, prom dresses are not cheap. I can tell you, for example, in high school, I spent over $300 on my prom dress just my junior year. And then think about your senior year. Where else could you be using that money? Setting goals. Goal setting is a great way to have financial responsibility as well as feel secure. Think about what you want to accomplish someday and how you're going to get there. How about college? College is expensive, right? Yeah. How are you going to afford college? Do mom and dad have money set away for you? Are you working a part-time job now to put some money away for college? Think about where you want to go in the future. Some of you may want to be doctors, lawyers. Think about the schooling aspect. Prices keep increasing, and we need to think about how we can afford that. How about a career? How about a family? I'm betting some of you want a family someday or a big house. Who's going to pay for that? It is always okay to dream, and don't ever forget that. Envelope system. How many of you have ever heard of the envelope system? Maybe a few of you. I know in the past years when I've done career day at Wayne State College that everybody looks at each other like, I don't know what that is. The envelope system is a system that as you receive money, you place the planned amount in each envelope. So for instance, if your major expenses are groceries, bills, and school, then as you get money from part-time job, allowance, whatever, you will put a certain amount in each envelope. And then when it comes time to spend, you'll take cash out of that appropriate envelope. When the envelope is out of cash, you're done spending for that category. So it's kind of like a piggy bank. So if you have some extra cash, you put in your piggy bank for a rainy day, and then you're needing some cash, you go get that. It's kind of like that system. But the envelope system is a very, very good technique that a lot of young youth will use to keep them on track with keeping a track of expenses and where they're spending their money. So I would encourage any of you, if you're interested in trying the envelope system, and you'll be amazed at how much money you're actually putting away. Thinking about your future, we touched on this a little bit, but how are you planning to pay for college? I want to encourage all of you when it gets to that point to make sure you apply for scholarships. Scholarships are huge. And who doesn't love free money, right? Do not forget to apply for scholarships. Even if you think you won't get it, apply anyways. Do it. Do not skip scholarships. They are a great way to get out there and meet employers as well, and so much more. Think about your future. We talked about this. Do you want to purchase a car someday? Do you want a brand new car? Do you want to buy a house someday? Put aside an amount of your earnings, which we talked about was a savings account. This is such a good idea for you guys as freshmen and sophomores to do. So easy to do if you have an account already. Talk to your parents if you don't to get one set up. You can easily put $1, $2 in a day, and you'll be amazed at how fast it will increase over time. And it gives you that sense of financial security where, okay, I have some money. I can do that. That works. Yeah, I've been keeping things together. So I really want you guys to think about your future. I know it may be a long ways away now, but it will be here before you know it. And you'll need money to pay for these things. 5 reasons to save your money. So this is something I found online from a source. 5 reasons to save your money. 1, emergencies, family emergencies, ER visits, doctor visits. 2, expensive purchases. We talked about this one. Buying a new car, buying a house, going to school. Reoccurring expenses, gas and groceries and bills. I'm betting most of you have a car by now. Who pays for the gas? Do mom and dad pay for it? Do you pay for it? And where do you get that money? Do you have a part-time job, an allowance? Groceries, do some of you buy your own groceries? Maybe. How about bills? Do any of you pay part of your cell phone bill? Probably not a huge worry right now, but eventually it will be. You'll be on your own and paying for these things all by yourself. 4, retirement. That is a very long ways away. But honestly, it's not. Think about your retirement now. When I was in high school, I had a retirement account set up. So I had a part-time job and I would put money into my retirement at the age of 16. That's crazy, right? Like, Melissa, you're 16 years old. Why are you talking about retirement? Because I know with a changing world, things are changing very rapidly and quickly. And I want to make sure that I have that financial security to keep me in check and responsible throughout the years. And 5, special goals. There might be some special goals you have in life that you want to attain. Maybe you want to travel to foreign countries. Maybe you want to get married. Things like that. Think about how you can save your money. And these are just 5 examples. There are so many more reasons why you should save your money. And that is the end of our presentation today. I want to thank you guys for following along, and I hope you have a great rest of the school year. And remember to save your money.